How's it going, fellas?
I had a nice trip today.
Yeah, literally. Tell us what happened.
uh, on the job injury, it was so to speak, more or less. Had a nice trip. I ended up springing my ankles pretty good to the point they have me off the rest of this week. So we'll be getting a lot of podcasts done this week.
Hell yeah. Hold on a second. So you're not hearing Edgar at all? They try it again.
Mic check, mic check.
Try it again.
Mic check.
Okay, we got you now.
We got you.
There we go.
What'd you do? Write that down. Write that down.
I don't know what I did.
I would write that shit down.
All right. So now that we're here, how have you been, Edgar?
I've been doing good, man. Had a nice 3-day weekend. The wife and I celebrated 4 years of marriage this past weekend,
Oh,
and we went to go see that fucking 28 years later.
how was
So
that?
I liked it. It was dope. So
Does
everything
it tie into the lore as good as it is showing? That's my whole thing.
I don't think so. It felt like a completely different movie,
Yeah.
Oh.
but it was still good.
No, that's cool.
What about you guys? How's everything over there?
Good. I was down in New Smyrna, which is a beach just south of Daytona, for the week last week, and had a nice time. Back now, ready to go.
How far are
just
you
went
guys
to-
from Melbourne?
Huh?
How far are you guys from Melbourne?
Jacksonville to Melbourne is about an hour and a half. Like
Oh,
that.
okay, that's not far. I just found out that's where Blood is from, so he's not that far from you guys.
No kidding.
Really?
Yeah.
I got to link up with him.
That's cool.
Shout out to Blood.
So, what do we got first up, gentlemen?
Up first, I'd like to go over the Night of Champions, some of the results, and get your guys' thoughts on the outcomes of some of these matches. How's that sound?
Sounds
with
good to
me.
me.
All right, first up, let's talk about the King of the Ring, Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes. It was Cody Rhodes after all, and Cody Rhodes is going to SummerSlam, but I'm pretty sure you guys weren't really too surprised about that. You guys pretty much called this one.
No. I was with you when I said I called Randy for this.
Mm-hmm. I was hoping for Randy all the way. I wanted to see Randy versus Cena again, but the wrestling gods decided to go with Cody.
The only reason I went with Cody is because they made such a big deal about the Cena Orton match being the last time ever. So that's. But I thought it was a great match. I mean, how could it not be a great match? Those two guys went out there, they did their thing.
Psychology was on point.
Everything was on point.
Yeah,
No
this
complaints.
was my favorite match of the entire night, to be honest.
I'm not gonna lie. Every match on the card exceeded my expectations. Which, think of what you will, any Blood Bunny Mania fucking show, my expectations are pretty fucking low.
Yeah.
It was definitely one of the best ones on the card. I think me and you, actually you saw it because me and you kind of got into it because I said it was like a solid 7 out of 10, and you thought it was because Cody won.
Mm.
And you retorted with, "Well, what if Randy won?" It's still a 7 out of 10. My whole thing was, like any of these Saudi Arabia shows, they have so much time to fill that there's dead spaces. If they would just cut like 3 to 5 minutes out of that match of the dead spaces,
Yeah.
I would put it. I'd put it match of the night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I could see how you would feel that way. I just thought it was pretty darn good the whole way through.
And I agree with that.
I can't agree with that, y'all. I thought this PLE was dragging, except for the beginning and the very end. The rest of it for me was just like, oh my god, just hurry
No, I just meant
it
the
up
match. I
already.
thought the whole.
Yeah, we're not talking about the show in itself. We're talking about
Oh,
this
just the
match.
match. Okay, yeah, the match,
Yeah,
the
this
opening
match
match
was-
was
Yeah, it's beautiful. I thought it was a great
Perfect.
match.
Yeah, and my whole thing is they just need to cut 3 to 5 out of it, and it'd been damn near perfect. But I'm with you overall.
Mm-hmm.
it was very, very elongated, so to speak.
Yeah.
They had so much time they had to fill. If that was the case, why not throw one more fucking match in there? I know you
Exactly.
had to cancel one of the title matches. Why didn't you just throw a fucking match in there to cover it?
What did they have to cancel?
The AJ Styles Dominic Mysterio.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
mean, one more match in there would have covered all of that dead space, so to speak.
Yeah, 100%. And
Mhm.
that would have flowed perfectly.
Yep.
So I want to point something out real quick about the match between Cody and Randy. Cody Rhodes was getting booed.
Oh,
People
yeah.
were people were getting behind Randy. So and I was too. I thought that was insane.
Yeah, you're gonna see quite a bit of that in this show. A lot of people that you thought were gonna get cheered were not getting cheered.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know if this bizarro world over there
Took it right out of my mouth.
or what, but I mean, they both got huge pops. You know, it was just during the yay boo part of the match they were yay and Randy. I It's interesting.
I mean, I'm pretty sure this is one of those things where the fans wanted the uppers to listen to it, so to
Yeah.
speak. Where everybody knew Cody was going to win, but everybody wanted Randy to win.
Yeah. Could this lead to a double turn at SummerSlam?
I mean, the seeds were planted. Don't lie. I mean, when Cody was doing the acceptance speech and shit like that, and they had that shot of Randy just, and you could see
Pissed
the wheels
off.
turning. You could see the wheels turning. Like 2009 might be coming back a lot sooner than we think.
Might be killer Randy time.
So what if this does turn into something where Randy costs Cody the title and they have a feud going into the fall, and then they have one last match with Cody? I don't see them dropping the title at SummerSlam.
No.
There's no fucking way.
I do not see Cena losing that title before the last month of his run.
Fair enough. But yeah, great fucking match. Chef's kiss, as a lot of people like to call it. Yeah.
For the most part. All right.
All right. Well, let's go to the Queen of the Ring. Turns out we're going to be getting Jade Cargill versus Tiffany Stratton at SummerSlam, and I don't know how I feel about that, fellas.
Let me tell you how I felt about it. I only watched the last 30 seconds of it, and it was the complete botch. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Dude, she didn't even get a 2 count. She's got to stop that fucking laying back and licking her finger bullshit. Like, if you got to lick your finger, that's fine, but don't like fall out of the pin while you're doing it. That's just.
I got a wall behind me, or I would have done it real quick.
It's so ridiculous to botch the pin because you got to show off.
And I get it; it's her thing, but
yeah, but she
you
doesn't
were
have to
very-
fall off the pin.
very overzealous.
Yeah, that just it just gives me like I'm really, really into myself vibes. And she should be. She looks great. She's a fucking superstar and she's famous and rich as hell. You know, yeah, makes sense that she's into herself a lot, but she can't even get a pin done right, and she's gonna be one of the headliners at fucking SummerSlam. And that's just crazy to me.
Let me say this. I did go back and watch the highlights of it, and Asuka, for what it's worth, did her damnedest to carry that match.
Yes, she did.
It did.
And truth be told, it worked.
It did.
Like, it was one of the best Jade Cargill matches I've seen in WWE.
I say at least in this company.
Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised by how the match went. I was extremely surprised by who won, and then the bots just set the whole thing off perfectly.
Yeah, because correct me if I'm wrong, didn't Asuka come back strictly for the Queen of the Ring?
I think so.
Why is she gonna leave again or something?
No, what I'm saying is, like, didn't they bring her back to be in the Queen of the Ring?
Yeah, I mean, that was what she came. That was her first match back. Was a qualifier.
Yeah, so
It was, yeah.
Yeah, it was a surprise return, supposedly, that was announced. That's how they brought Asuka back, yeah.
Like I said, live, I only watched the last 30 seconds of it, and then I watched the highlights the day after.
Well, uh-oh.
Sir, can I help you?
Uh-oh. Dun, dun, dun.
He touches my mic again, I'm going to break his ankle.
Well,
You never
maybe
talking
you
to the
should
fucking mic.
learn how to use a mic.
All right. Simmer down.
I am simmering.
Simmer down there, throaty.
All right, y'all. Can
We're
we
not
go
talking
on
about you,
to
throat goat.
talking about
I'm down with you. All right. Anyway,
talk about
this match did exceed expectations. Which
talk
isn't
about
saying
being
much.
a throat goat. Last night, Gunther almost got me in trouble, got me slipping when we were doing the review. Because he's like, when he was talking about Goldberg, he was like, I'm gonna blow him up. And I was doing the review, and I was like, yeah. And then Gunther said he's gonna blow Goldberg. And I was like, wait a minute. That's not right. Hold on.
Not quite right. But how weak did they make Gunther look in that fucking segment?
Well, let's finish King of the Ring, and we'll
Yeah.
cover that. We'll finish King of the Ring, then we'll cover that segment after.
All right, y'all.
Worth covering.
The best match of the night, besides Randy versus Cody Rhodes, Solo Sakoa is the new United States champion, and he did it all by himself
It
with
only
no
took
help.
4 of them motherfuckers.
I will say this match flowed very well.
It did.
Them two got good chemistry. I will say that.
Yeah. No,
Well, for the better half of the match, it was Solo, which was kind of surprising that he was handling Jacob Fatu. Like, I've never seen Jacob Fatu be handled like that before, I don't think. Not in a singles match.
Well, Solo was definitely took the heat as far as, he played the heel role. So he had all the heat time to punish Jacob. It was a good match. I'm not quite sure why they took the belt off of him when he is skyrocketing right now. I don't need there to be more of the Tonga family around. Like, I could have sworn I had to hold my breath when Tonga Loa hit that fucking neck breaker. I was like, he's gonna kill that motherfucker. I was like, oh god. Okay.
He looked like he was about to fuck it up.
Yeah, he was.
He fucks everything up.
That's why.
It's so crazy
The only thing he doesn't fuck up is that one time in New Japan when he was like, bitch ass hoes and flaming Dorito. It's the only thing he's never fucked up.
Yeah, and then
But, I mean, give credit to him where it's due. I mean, he did give us the tongue and death driver. He did give us the idea for that.
He did, but I did not need to see him fuck up that match.
No, I think it'd have been more impactful if they just had Hikuleo come out and do the actual interference rather than have.
Excuse me, that's Tala Tonga.
Tala Tonga.
It's fucking Hikuleo until the day I die.
Like, who sits around that creative boardroom and be like, you know what? He's taller than all of them. Tala Tonga.
No, you know what it is? Like, I heard this fucking podcast the other day. They were talking about Hikuleo.
It has a nice ring to it. But you know what's crazy about that is he had a couple dark matches, Hikuleo, and he had a whole like presentation, like the whole entrance said Hikuleo.
Yeah, but they
now
they
just
work like a
changed it.
big guy, and I didn't like that. Like, he works a whole lot better than what they showed on main event.
Yeah, they're switching his style up because if you're that big, you got to work the right style. Can't be showing athleticism as a big man. What's wrong with you?
Tell Damian Priest that.
Someone
He's
commented
like
on
an in-betweener.
Dude, they're both 6'8".
Not according to Michael Cole, he's over 7 foot.
Michael Cole also called a fucking exploder a Saito suplex, which we'll get into in a minute. He was miscalling a lot of shit.
Someone left a funny comment on the video that I posted of Tala Tonga or Hikuleo, whatever. And they said, this dude can't even walk. And I'm just like, oh, God. I hope he's good.
So you got those janky knees already?
Welcome to the club, son.
You ain't 6'8".
Oh, but I just carried the weight of a 6'8" person. Yeah. All right.
All right, moving on.
All right,
Let's
so you
go.
want to hit our first commercial break real quick and we'll finish up?
Yeah, we might as well do that. We will be right back. All right, we are back. What up, Mateo? Want to remind everybody about the YouTube memberships. Tier starting at $1.99. $1.99 pretty much gets you everything you need. You get all the merch at cost. You get your own separate merch store. You get all the members only videos, the emojis, and all that stuff. We do have a $4.99 tier, and that includes stuff like a Zoom call with us every month. We just had one Sunday morning. It was a really good time.
Mm-hmm.
It gets you follow backs on all follow backs.
We follow you on social media.
We follow you on social media, all that good shit. So yeah, check out, hit that join button down in this region here.
Yep, and real quick, if you ain't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Trying to get to 20,000. We get to 20,000 before the end of the year.
Our boy Draven's gonna get the heel shit logo tattooed on his neck, Cody Rhodes style.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna film it all and show you guys.
Oh,
I can't wait.
Please,
He's gonna look ridiculous.
Please subscribe.
do what I can for my fans. Anyway, next match, my brother.
Let's go with Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross. The long-awaited singles match that people have been asking for, just to see Karrion Kross on a fucking TV match, let alone a PLE. Unfortunately, it was Sami Zayn that got the win. Was this the right call, you guys think?
It's kind of hard for Sami to lose in Saudi Arabia, number one. But we talked about on the group chat, I'm sure you saw it when I said it. It's not always about who goes over, it's about who gets over.
Mm-hmm.
Sami went over, but Karrion got over.
Damn right.
Even though he was supposed to be the heel in the match, he was the one being cheered. More than Sami, which is fucking odd in Saudi Arabia. Because Sami's like the poster child over there.
Yeah.
So for all that to happen and still have Sami go over, I feel something bigger is coming, especially with what happened on Raw last night with the attack backstage. I mean, this feud could go to SummerSlam.
Yeah.
And I'm not against that. And maybe that's where Kross finally gets his big win, his big moment.
Maybe. What up, Vincent? Yeah, no, I enjoyed the match. I mean, Karrion can go. There's never been any doubt about that. He's been a badass everywhere he's been, except WWE's main roster.
Correct.
And it's a shame, but it's just they need to let him do his thing.
And for all these motherfuckers in the IWC that says he's afraid to bump, he's afraid to do this, he's afraid to do that, go back and watch the fucking match I watched. He bumped his fucking ass off. Mm-hmm. Now, he didn't bump as much as a lot of people would, but he's a bigger guy, number one. He's not supposed to bump as much compared to a guy like Sami Zayn. But when he did bump, it made sense.
I saw something about that, and I didn't even bother to look into it because it just sounded so stupid. Oh, Karrion Kross proved to everyone that he is able to take a back bump. He's a professional wrestler. He's been doing this for years. Of course he can take a back bump. What the fuck are people talking about?
I think it has to do with the fact that he hasn't been on TV and he hasn't been wrestling.
Yeah.
But even the matches he's had on main event or even dark matches that I've been seeing clips of online, he wrestles his fucking ass off.
Yeah, absolutely.
So dumb.
It's one of those things, you know, like a fucking Mr. Goins, where he fucking just sees one little thing and that's it. He don't see the bigger picture. And then you got guys like me that come up and tell him to eat paint chips and go suck corn the long way and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
God bless you.
I do got one question about this match really quick, Dravyn.
Yeah.
What match were you watching saying that Karrion Kross got cheered more than Sami?
Go back and listen. Actually listen to the fucking crowd.
All right.
I don't think he got booed as much as a heel normally would.
Exactly. He was getting cheered.
He was getting cheered.
He was doing his damnedest to get the heat, but he couldn't get that crowd to hate him because he's worked so hard to get that crowd to be on his side.
Right.
They just need to go ahead and just pull the trigger and just turn him baby.
After that
Nah, I
fucking
don't see that
beatdown
happening.
last night, I don't think that's happening.
I don't see that happening.
Or they're going to double turn it and have Sami go heel. It's possible. It's not the first time we've seen Sami heel.
I think Karrion. I think he's in the position where he's probably going to turn somebody to join him. Like he could turn Sami and
Hell, for the longest time, I thought he was turning AJ.
yeah.
I gotta. Oh, here we. 25 minutes of
26.
no
more.
AJ talk here, and okay, that's
Well, tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. They didn't have a fucking couple of matches. Tell me I'm wrong, and Karrion didn't interfere in a couple of his matches.
I haven't even mentioned Logan Paul yet, and you beat
did.
me to it. No, but I have I have a crazy prediction, and I want your guys' opinion real quick. It's about Karrion Kross.
Okay.
After Monday Night Raw last night, the main event, Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker attack Sami Zayn, and they attack Penta, and it's Jey Uso that comes out, right? So now we have like a 3-on-2 situation. What if Karrion Kross gets added? I'm not saying he joins the Seth Rollins faction, but he teams up with Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker just to have like a 6-man tag situation there. I don't know. What do you guys think about that?
I think it's one of those generic things that a general manager is going to do just to add him into something. I don't think it's really going to make sense. It might be more just like a one-off situation where Karrion says, "You know what, fuck this," and walks off, kind of deal. But as far as Karrion joining the faction, I mean, he just got out of a fucking faction that failed miserably. Why the fuck are you going to put him in another one? It's not the right person to go into a faction. He needs to work singles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Next match.
Sure.
This was one of the matches that I got wrong. I thought for sure Raquel Rodriguez was going to win this one. Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Rodriguez in some type of like street fight, I believe. No DQ match.
This.
I enjoyed the
Ripley
match
won.
a lot.
I did.
I think I had called for Rodriguez to win this match.
Yes.
Not gonna back off that because I thought it had some storyline possibilities coming out of a win.
Yep.
But it was. I really enjoyed this match from front to back. I didn't have a problem with this match at all.
Yep. Even the interference.
It was by far the best Raquel Rodriguez match I've ever seen, without question. No question.
This is definitely the best match they've had together.
Yes.
Bar none. Going back, dude, can you really name another opponent that she's had that she's had a decent match with? I can't.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
This is
the only
easily
thing,
her best match.
Like anytime I think of her, the only thing I think of is like that fucking back shoulder pose, and it kills me. And ever since she's joined Judgment Day, she's kind of like leaned off of that a little more gangsta, so to speak.
Hey, Smith, thank you for joining the heel faction. We appreciate it.
Beautiful. This is a rival that needs to continue. This is one of those things where if Rhea wins the belt at Evolution, Raquel needs to contend for it. Straight up. Because these two can fucking go. They got great chemistry. Behind the scenes, they are the best of friends. They know each other inside and out. Why the fuck not?
I think this feud.
No, I didn't have a problem with this. What did you think of this match, Edgar?
I hated it.
Serious?
For so many reasons.
It's okay.
All right,
You're entitled to be wrong.
Well, first off, we saw the last woman standing match with Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton literally the night before, and they beat the crap out of each other really like in a long match. And then we saw another street fight again where two women beat the crap out of each other again. But Randy Orton takes one exposed turnbuckle spot and he's out. Fucking 275-pound musclehead takes one exposed turnbuckle.
Who just got done wrestling a 20-minute match.
I
that knocks
just
that once you get hit in the ribs, if you ever got hit in the fucking ribs, you know that shit knocks the fucking wind out of you.
Yeah.
but compare that to everything that Raquel and Rhea Ripley did to each other. And I get that they're both big, strong women, but that kind of it threw me out of the match. A lot of the stuff that they did, for me
Hmm.
personally, and I was also expecting Raquel to go over. Now seeing that Rhea Ripley is going versus Io Sky, now I understand why Rhea was the one that won at Night of Champions.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought Raquel needed to win more.
She did, but
Should've.
and this is another situation where Rhea went over, but Raquel got over.
Right.
Like this was a great showing for her, for the guys, for the producers and stuff like that. Now they know what they can work with more. This is a situation where everybody came out better for it, except Roxanne, who just got the shit knocked out of her with a trash can.
Right.
Speaking of that, I read some people were leaving comments on our socials that they think the feud between Rhea and Raquel will continue. But now, since Roxanne is in the Judgment Day, so to speak, when Liv
Mhm.
comes back, what if this is a way that Raquel and Liv team up again and they go after Raquel and Roxanne?
This is going to turn into something Dominic-ish.
What?
This is going to turn into a thing where, just like with fucking Liv a year or two ago, where Dom gets close to fucking Roxanne, and then the Nuggets get involved,
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
yeah,
Liv comes back, and then he's got to make a choice.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they just need to cut that whole fucking piece of Judgment Day out and fucking rebuild Judgment Day to be a fucking badass faction. They can fucking do it.
I want to know, what do you guys think Finn's ulterior motive is for causing all this strife?
He wants to take Judgment Day back over.
From who?
Once Damian and Rhea got kicked out, so to speak, for that short period of time, it looked like Finn was the leader of Judgment Day.
Right.
But once Liv really buried her fucking heels into the group, you can kind of see the tension there. You can kind of see where nobody was really listening to Finn as much as they were listening to Liv.
Right.
So it's jealousy. It boils down to jealousy.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think Finn always wanted to be the leader and just was never taken seriously. I think that's
And it's a shame because he's a hell of a fucking talent. And like I said, Judgment Day, at least when Rhea and Damian were in or part of that, it was decently serious. Now you had the bullshit with Dom and that whole bullshit, and we talked about that at nausea. But they were formidable.
Right.
The only two people I take seriously right now is Lord Farquaad and Finn Balor.
Yeah.
Carlito's gone. There goes your comedy piece of it, which is now making fucking Dominic the comedy piece. Obviously, I mean, look at the fucking bullshit they're doing with the doctor's note and all that shit with AJ Styles. Got the fuck up about me mentioning AJ Styles. And now you got fucking Raquel over here being jealous as fuck while also being forced to fucking having to deal with this shit.
Right.
Which, I mean, you put her in that position. You can either have Roxanne as your partner or you can vacate the titles. I mean, it's a sour fucking decision either way.
Yeah.
but
Oh,
Dominic is the most prestigious intercontinental champion of all time.
Nicholas
Of all
agreed.
time.
you can just cut his feed now. You can cut his feed.
Anyway,
You
we
guys
got
tried
another
that
match
already.
to talk about.
All right, the main event, John Cena versus CM Punk. And I thought for sure after everything that happened, CM Punk was going to be the one to take down John Cena. But it was all thanks to Seth freaking Rollins, who screwed CM Punk again, that John Cena retained after a crazy main event match.
This match
And it was lovely.
This match
So
was
good.
really well done. Really well done.
I haven't found out who produced it yet, but it was so good they didn't need to do any callbacks to anything prior. The closest thing I saw to that was when Little Nate was running down and he got murdered. God rest his soul. by John Cena, and it was kind of a similar thing at Money in the Bank 2011 where they did something similar to where Cena said, "We're not doing that." That's the only callback in that whole fucking match.
Well, also the callback to Seth looking like he was cashing in on into a triple threat.
That has nothing to do with the Cena Punk.
No,
I'm calling from the feud.
I got you.
That is just complete bullshit. And I've talked to you at nausea about why fucking turning into a triple threat mid match is the worst fucking decision for a Money in the Bank participant.
No question.
But this match alone was fucking great all the way to the finish. And the fact that Punk was still one step ahead even after everything happened and he thought he fucking had him. And then they went into the fucking finish after Cena lost a kick to the nuts and shit like that. Chef's kiss. Loved everything about it.
Yeah, no, I thought it was well done.
And let's be real. We knew that Cena was going to walk out with the title because this is his last Saudi Arabia show. Number one, he's got a big fucking payday from it. Number two, it's not Cody. They're not going to put the title on CM Punk.
No.
Let's just go ahead and make peace with that. Because it hurt me to fucking make peace with it, but I did. The only person that's going to fucking benefit from winning the title from John Cena is going to be Cody Rhodes because he's going to have the torch passed to him to be this generation's main guy. Similar to how Roman Reigns was from 2019 to when he fucking lost to Cody Rhodes. And it's going to be one of the situations where Cody's forced down our fucking throats. I've talked about it. You've talked about it. And yes, at times it gets fucking annoying. But at the same time, look at it from a business perspective. They have to fucking do it. They did it with John Cena. For a short time, they did it with CM Punk. Which is probably why I didn't mind it too much because it was a short time. They did it with fucking Roman Reigns from 2015 to basically the end of his title run with Cody.
Mm-hmm.
And now we have it with Cody. Good match. Love the fucking match. Not the best one they've ever had, but it's definitely top 3. I still say the Money in the Bank was number 1. The one they had on Monday Night Raw where Punk pulled out the pile driver was number 2.
Yes.
And then this one was number 3.
I'll remember that match forever.
Yeah.
The one on Raw.
What do you think, Edgar?
Dude, this match was so good. I was in it, man. I mean, I was in it. Like they fucking got me, and I was ready for the ride. The craziest thing, I never thought I would see Penta come out and help John Cena ever in a million years. If you were to ask me like 3 years ago, oh yeah, Penta's gonna be the one to come out and help John Cena at a fucking PLE, I would have been like, what the fuck are you talking
Dude, it still
about?
kind of baffles me we see Penta in WWE.
Yeah.
Like, it still hasn't really fully sank in for me.
No, it hasn't. And he made no haste whatsoever coming down that ramp.
He had Jeff Hardy syndrome is what he had.
He had
to get his
He had to strut his shit. There was no running involved with Penta at all whatsoever.
Oh, he saw that line. He's like, Smooth Operator was playing in his head. He had to fucking do the walk. Just like whenever fucking Jeff comes out. Matt could be getting disemboweled in the fucking ring. He has to stop and do the fucking dance.
Yep.
Penta has the same fucking issue. Has to do the fucking strut.
He's got a strut.
But you're right. Out of everyone, I was not expecting Penta to show up to fucking make a save.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I heard rumors about Roman possibly being there, even about fucking Brock possibly being there. That was halfway kind of okay. I could see that happening for a Blood Money match.
Mm.
But Penta?
Yeah.
Penta? At that point, you might as well
Crazy.
get the mayor of fucking Knox County, Tennessee to fucking come out. That's
I
more
mean, he
believable to
did.
me.
It looked like he did for a second. Seth Rollins was dressed like him.
Oh yeah, that was a nice little homage. I loved it.
But earlier when I asked you guys, could we get a you think we'll get a double turn at SummerSlam? I was referring to Cody versus Cena. Because John Cena in this match, he had that change of heart where he was about to hit Punk, but after the belt, but after the fans begged CM Punk not to do it, he put the title back down and John Cena got cheered.
The tides are turning. I will say that.
I don't think Cena will be retiring as a heel,
No.
but I don't think he's changing anytime soon.
And I called it when we were talking about who could beat John Cena. I still think it's going to be that last match that he does with Cody at the end of the year. Cody's going to fucking win it, but Seth is going to come in, cash in, take out fucking Cody. And that's going to give us a whole feud. And it still makes John Cena look strong at the end.
Yep.
Because
Yeah, that was a prediction that my co-host Mr. Blood came up with. So shout out to him. Got to give him credit for that one.
we've got to get him on the show.
That's cool.
Got to.
Cool. All right, are we done with that?
Yeah, we're good.
All right, well, let's throw it to a commercial break, and we will be right back to bring on some more stories.